Hello friends, I am posting again the ghazal that I posted earlier. I got a feedback from a few people that the introduction to the ghazal was not very audible, so that's the reason why I'm posting it again. So today's ghazal is originally sung by my ghazal guru, Ustad Mehdi Hasan Sahab. The Shair of the ghazal, meaning the one who wrote this ghazal, his name is Janab Qatil Shifai Sahab. Before I talk about this ghazal, I would like to talk about ghazal as a form of poetry. So ghazal is a very unique and a very beautiful form of poetry, if you go to see. It has a set of couplets that we commonly know as sher. So every ghazal is made up of a set of couplets called sher. The first sher, meaning the first two lines or the first couplet, is called the matla, M-A-T-L-A, matla. The last two lines of the ghazal, the last sher, that is called makhta, M-A-K-H-T-A, makhta, in which normally you will hear the name of the shair or the poet. The other two important terms that we need to know about ghazal is radif, R-A-D-E-E-F, and Qafia, Q-A-A-F-I-Y-A, Radif and Qafia. Radif means the last word that comes in the first sher, meaning the first two lines. So the last word of the first two lines and subsequently the last word in every alternate line. So first line, second line, and then the fourth line, sixth line, eighth line, and so on. The last word in all these lines is called radif, and this is the word that generally defines the structure of the ghazal. So meaning when the listeners listen to the ghazal, they anticipate that word to come at that point where it has to come, or where it is supposed to come, like at the end of all these lines that I mentioned before. For example, in the ghazal that I am presenting today, the matla, meaning the first two lines, goes, ये मौजज़ा भी मोहब्बत कभी दिखाए मुझे. So मुझे is the last word, so that becomes the radif. के संग तुझ पे गिरे और जख्म आए मुझे. Again, the मुझे is the last word, so that becomes the radif. The second word is kafiya. Kafiya is the rhyming word that comes just before the radif. So whenever radif comes, just before that, the second last word will be the kafiya, meaning the rhyming word. So in this case, ये मौजज़ा भी मोहब्बत कभी दिखाए. So दिखाए. Now this has to rhyme with the second last word in the second line, which is के संग तुझ पे गिरे और जख्म आए. So दिखाए आए. Then of course मुझे will obviously be there because that is the radif, the last word. So similarly, you will listen to words like bataye, sataye, jataye, rulaye, laye. So all these words are kafiya, the rhyming words. Now what happens is, We talked about the first and the second line, and then we said that the radif and the kafiya will come in every alternate line, fourth line, sixth line, and eighth line, and so on. What happens in the other lines, the third, fifth, seventh, all those lines? Now those lines are very random lines. They don't have radif or kafiya. They are just random lines. But the significance of these lines is these are the lines where the singer is building up the expectation for the listener for the radif and the kafiya. Meaning, when the third line is sung, the singer elaborates it. He does all his nuances, variations when he sings the third line, and the listeners, so basically it's like holding a suspense. So the listener is eagerly waiting for the next line to start, and then when the radif and kafiya is sung, that is when everybody says "Wah!" Right? That's where the appreciation can be heard. So that is the significance of the third, fifth, and the seventh, and all the other lines, that they help to build up the expectation for the next line in which radif and kafiya appear. Now coming back to this ghazal, ये मौजज़ा भी मोहब्बत कभी दिखाए मुझे. The meaning of the word मौजज़ा is an imaginary situation. So the poet imagines a situation that he wants his love to show him. दिखाए मुझे, मोहब्बत कभी दिखाए मुझे. And the imaginary situation is that although whenever his dear one is faced with some trouble or difficulty, ke sang tujh pe gire. Sang meaning, now sang literally means a stone, but in this context sang means troubles and difficulties. So whenever his dear one experiences difficulties, the pain should directly be felt by the poet and not his dear one. के संग तुझ पे गिरे और जख्म आए मुझे. So this is the imaginary situation that the poet wants his love to show him. And this ghazal is set to Rag Jog. So I hope you enjoyed this ghazal, and please do send in your feedback and your comments, as I received from a few people about the sound not being audible. So that would be really great. It really helps me to improve my post. So please sit back, and thank you and happy listening.
Gama pani sani pani saga mani ga sani pa sani pa mani sani pa gama gamani pa ma pa ga ma ga ni pa ga sa pa. ये मौजज़ा ये मोहब्बत ये मौजज़ा संग तुझ पे, ये संग तुझ पे और जख्म आए मुझे, ये मौजज़ा, ये मोहब्बत कभी दिखाए मुझे, ये मौजज़ा। वो मेरा दोस्त है, वो मेरा दोस्त है, सारे जहां को है मालूम। वो मेरा दोस्त है, वो मेरा सारे जहां है मालूम। दवा करे वो किसी से, दवा करे वो किसी से, तो शर्म आए मुझे। दवा वो मेहरबान है तो, वो मेहरबान है तो इकरार क्यों नहीं करता। वो मेहरबान है तो इकरार क्यों नहीं करता, इकरार क्यों नहीं करता, इकरार क्यों नहीं करता। वो मेहरबान, वो मेहरबान है, इकरार क्यों नहीं करता। वो बदगुमान है तो, वो बदगुमान है तो 100 बार आज़माए अपनी जात मैं अपनी जात में नीलाम हो रहा हूँ पति मैं अपनी जात में नीलाम हो रहा हूँ पति हमें हयात से कह दो हो हमें हयात से कह दो खरीद लाए मुझे हमें हयात से कह दो खरीद लाए संग तुझ पे संग तुझ पे संग तुझ पे और मुझे कभी दिखा मुझे